Are we live? Are we live? Yeah, we are. I think. What a brutal market. Wow. Yeah, I mean, we are basically getting stuck at 83. So, I mean, Bitcoin isn't excluded from this area of resistance. So, I mean, we're really looking at something like this. Let's see. What's up, John? What's up, Kat? Hey, meow. Hope all is well. Ethereum looks bottomed. I hope so. Also, BTC didn't dump hard after stonk stopped. Dumped. How's BTC dominance and Ethereum looking on the charts? Well, I mean, Bitcoin is obviously we're stuck at resistance here between 83 and 87. So even if we come back up to 87 again, which we had this giant wick here, we can get sent back down. And then in terms of the shorter time frame, yeah, we're still holding support at 80. And then, I mean, I guess technically you can just take it from, you just draw fibs like a million different ways. But yeah, on the shorter time frame, it would be, on the shortest time frame, it would be 74,000. And then on the macro time frame, I think it's 70. But let's see. No. Yeah, it's like 69, 70,000 right here. So, I mean, so far so good. It's not like we're really down here. But keep in mind, if we were to do the same thing that we did with this leg up, it would have been something along the lines of, yeah, so it would have been 49 and 53, which we actually came down to. And then on the macro time frame, it would have been 50, which we actually did tag. So we actually did tag the 236. So I mean, if we're going to go back down and tag the 236, and if it's still a bull market, then I'd say, 69,000 is the lowest we can go. Otherwise, we're going to get a giant capitulation down. But that's just what I think. Now, I mean, the fear and greed, we're at 24. So I think there's only so much more selling, but we'll see what happens. Very slow day today. Yeah, I mean, 3 people. I think there are only 3 people in here. Wow. That's very unfortunate. What's up, Aloe? After we sold the bottom sell in after we sell, basically. That's how it works every single time, so I'm not even mad. Ethereum. So, John, are you here? Let's take a look at ASM. And PYR. Let me know if you're still here so I can look at it. Yeah, what a disappointment. Let's see. Yeah, John, let me know when you're back. And then let's take a look at, you said Ethereum or Bitcoin dominance. So let's take a look at Bitcoin dominance. What is it at 69% now? How crazy would that be? Yeah, Bitcoin dominance is, sorry, not 69%, 62%. Dude, look how stubborn this is. But you know what? here's what we can do. We can actually compare Bitcoin dominance, how it dropped here from November 2024 to December 2024. So if we actually look at Ethereum, let's see what Ethereum did November and December of 2024. Yeah, you can see literally we got this giant move up November to December. Yeah, so I mean this was a, wait, where's that? Yeah, this was a very small move down. I mean, you know, in terms of the percentages, you could think of it like this, like Bitcoin dominance drops 11.39%, and then Ethereum rallies 70%. So that's a really big move up. And obviously the reason why we've been getting this move down is because Bitcoin dominance has been just going up, and it's super stubborn, unfortunately. So again, we are looking at Bitcoin dominance still waiting to drop. And what was it? November, December. Yeah, so November to December, Bitcoin didn't do anything. It just went sideways, actually. So Bitcoin went sideways, Bitcoin dominance dropped, and then we had a nice little rally for Ethereum. So lots of people on CT are convinced of a Bitcoin dump to low 70Ks, not sure. Yeah, well, if that happens, then unfortunately my coin's going to zero. BTC can go to 70K, but Sky is going to have to go to like 500. Yeah. Damn. Brutal market cycle. It's just crazy again. Like, Bitcoin dominance made a higher high, and Bitcoin's not even going up. So I don't know what's happening. I really don't, unfortunately. Four people in the chat. Wow. I think that's my low. Usually I get like 20, and now it's like 4. You know we're in a bear market when there's only 4 of you guys. That's unfortunate. I guess we can start pumping out coins. Well, I know Cat's here, so what's Messier doing? Or do you not want me to look at it? Let's see. Yeah, so it's not doing anything, actually. It's still, all the targets are still valid. Yeah, so here on the support on the macro time frame at 30's48. Next level would be 30's35. And then shorter time frame, you have resistance here at 40's56 to 40's68. A breakout should send us to 40's9, and then from there, previous high, and then 30's3 would be in play. That's around a 5x from the current price. And yeah, so given that Messier's 250 million market cap, I don't think it's ever been that high, no. So it's like a little bit more than a 2x on the market cap, so it's not impossible for that to happen for Messier. Very small market cap too, and the good thing is that it's actually fully. I wonder why it has such a weird circulation total and max supply. So that means that they can't mint anymore. And are they burning coins? I wonder if they're burning coins. But you could take out the ether scan. Whose wallet is that? was trying to look at the holders. Oh, there we go. Holders. Oh, they are burning coins. Okay. So, hey, that's not bad. That's what I was like. Why is there such an odd total max and circulation supply? And it's because they're burning coins. And they just... Oh, well, hold on. They burned coins over a year ago. So, never mind. I mean, it's still a good amount. Like 14,000, 39,000, 17,000, 25,000. Damn. 51,000, 108,000 twice. That's crazy. That's crazy. So yeah, I mean, they're burning coins. That's not bad. Is it on Uniswap? It is on Uniswap. I mean, damn. This might not be a bad play, but it's just, it's already up so high. It's already up 5,000%. Damn. What's up, Matthew Dropcrow? How are you? Welcome to the live stream. Yeah, it was, you know, 12 minutes in, we were at four people. So very slow day today. Very, very slow. P2P exchange is why it's not doing good. Not sure on the token burns. Yeah, if you know anything about the token burns, let me know. Are they burning coins every single year? Because the last time they burned coins was 442 days ago. So yeah, so we are getting stuck at resistance, and again, we don't want to break this previous low at 76. If we do, we still have support at 69 to 74. Once that breaks, I think I'm gonna throw in the towel and say good game. GG's, no re, unfortunately. Damn. I mean, I guess we could look at Ethereum's RSI. No. Super bearish. What a disappointment. What, are we just not going to get alt season? I refuse to believe that. And with Ethereum, we're almost back down to the 786 at 1500 support. If this doesn't hold, then we're screwed. Yeah, if 1500 doesn't hold, then we're probably going to make a lower low. We're probably going to go back down to the June 2022 lows, which would be absolutely insane if we see Ethereum between $600 and $1,000. That would be absolutely insane. Do I think that's going to happen? No. I still think we are going to get some sort of alt season. So we're just going to have to wait and see. I guess I'll take a look at ASM and Vulcan Forge for John. So I guess taking a look at ASM on the live stream. Yeah, so nothing has really happened from our last video. We are, I guess, double bottoming here. The next area of support is around 1 cent 80. But keep in mind, we are retesting this previous wick. So we did come back down. So if we get some sort of reversal, it would need to be now. We don't necessarily have to go down to 1 cent 80. And then on the macro time frame, yeah, on the macro time frame, we still have support here at 1 cent 48. If that unfortunately breaks, then we are probably going to go much lower. Now, in terms of the upside for ASM, we do have resistance here at 2 cents 90 to 3 cents 50. Once that breaks, it should send us back up to 4 cents 90, and then from there to the moon. But unfortunately, again, with ASM, we have so much resistance on the way up that we'll just have to reassess once it does get hit, once that resistance does get hit. With that being said, that's pretty much it. Not financial advice, just my opinion, and thank you. Taking a look at Vulcan Forge, PYR. Yeah, so this is, yeah, this broke the previous low, the June low. So, I mean, how low can this actually go? I have no idea, but I mean, I guess technically the next area of support is 11 cents. And I mean, I don't think that's going to happen. Let me rephrase that. I guess the next area of support, we could take it here. Yeah, it would be 55 cents. Now, if this is the bottom, nothing's bullish with Vulcan Forge until we break 260 and then bull run over 454. And then on the shorter time frame, we have resistance at 150 to 189. And then once that breaks, it should send us to 274. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion, and thank you. What a brutal market cycle. P2P exchange, that's why it's not doing good. Not sure token burns. I already read that. Yeah, P2P exchange, what does that mean? I mean, I feel like all exchanges are P2P. Oh, peer-to-peer. Yeah. Huh. Bull run is still good for May and October, November for sure. Hopefully. Money printers turn on next month. I hope so. Hope so, Wick. Meow, I hope Ethereum doesn't go to $600. That would be insane. Yeah, if it does, that would be brutal. What is that? Divided by 3, what is that? 66% drop? Let's see. Yeah, 62% drop. Oh my gosh. I don't think it's going to go down that low. But if it does, it would be like a generational bottom. It would be like, I think it would be like when people, here, let me look it up actually on a new chart. So I think that if it does go, because again, it's not super uncommon for Ethereum to have these giant moves down, right? So even back here, it would be something like this, you know, where we're consolidating and then all of a sudden Ethereum dropped by 70%. So this marked a generational bottom. What was it, 2020? And then it went up 89%. So you could see that we actually made a lower low on Ethereum. So the only reason why I was saying that is because imagine if we actually do make that lower low, right? And we get something like this where we go down and then we start going up, which is exactly what happened here. So, hey, I mean, that might be possible. I don't want to say it's going to happen because that's super bearish. And if it does, my coin's going to be like at 1 cent. So that's not good, but we'll see. Ethereum has a new Pectra upgrade also in May. Ethereum will run. It won't go under 1500. Relax. Ethereum is king of the bull run for all arts. Yeah, I believe that. Ethereum needs to run in order for alt season to happen. Was I here when it flash crashed to $20? Oh, here? No. So I started crypto here. That's funny. I started crypto in 2018 at this top. And then I bought XLM the entire way down. And then I sold it here before it went up. So no, I actually wasn't here for that. But damn. What a flash crash. Like 73%. Imagine everyone that put in $1 or $1,000 all of a sudden is like $260. That's brutal. And that's what's crazy with crypto. It can just like come back and more. It did a 15x, you know, 3 months later. What was it? May to June. So a month later, you're up 15x. How crazy is that? What a brutal market, honestly. That would be horrible. But hey, we might get, I mean, you know, it's not uncommon for these coins to have flash crashes, you know. It does still happen. Let's see. Damn, XLM sold too soon. Yeah, and I actually lost money on it. Yeah, it's brutal. So what happened was, and I say the story every single time, which is exactly why I don't want to sell my OXT, because it's like I have like scar. I'm like scarred from this because I had 200,000 XLM back here. I had 200,000. I started accumulating. So obviously I didn't buy at the top. I started accumulating at like 12 cents. So where's 12 cents? Yeah, like here, let's just say. I started accumulating here. And then, you know, goes down, I bought. Goes down, I bought. Goes down again, I bought. And I'm like, dude, like, it's just, I thought it was a never-ending pit. I mean, XLM was just going to zero, literally. So the next pump up to like 7, 8 cents, whatever, I ended up selling it. So I was like, oh, I get some money back. I ended up getting back like, I don't know how much money, but I still lost money. And then it actually went up to 80 cents. And I was like, dude, like I could have had 60K. Brutal, 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 brutal. And it actually did the same thing, but this time it's kind of consolidating, right? So with XLM, it really did almost the same thing that it did here. And then eventually we broke out. We retested it as resistance, exactly what happened here. Retested at resistance, retested downtrend as resistance. And then we started consolidating sideways before we had that move up. So, yeah. That's my story. But luckily I got into Shiba Inu. And I ended up, of course, selling early too. Shiba USD. Yeah, so with Shiba Inu, I bought here. Yeah, here. I bought here in the 5s. So I bought it in the 5s on crypto.com, and then it got listed on Coinbase. And then I remember I sold it. Yeah, I sold it here. Cuz I was going to let it run, and then this started happening, and I was like, "Ooh, I'm just going to sell." And then I missed out on another 3x from that place. So horrible, but yeah, I've made some pretty crappy plays, unfortunately, but it is what it is. But I'm still here. 8,000 to 15,000 still remaining for Ethereum. Yeah, I would be happy with anything in terms of all-time high for Ethereum. Yeah, I just want Ethereum back up to all-time high, because if you look, even like Doge on Mars. So Doge on Mars is on Ethereum, right? So if you actually compare this with Ethereum, the chart is almost identical, right? So OXT, which is what I have, is also built on Ethereum, and I compare it with Ethereum too, almost identical. So if Ethereum if Ethereum goes up, all these Ethereum coins are going to go up. Same with Jesus Coin. So I mean, Jesus Coin is getting cooked, but yeah, I mean, it topped back here in November, and that's when Ethereum had a nice little run. So we showed this actually in the live stream. So back here. Yeah, so I'm just waiting for it. Just waiting for it to happen. That would be back where we were always look at Litecoin, when to sell. That is the indicator. $350 to $400 Litecoin, sell everything. Look and compare the charts. Meow, we all got those scars. I got wrecked too many times as well, but nothing beats getting in early on a runner. Yeah, absolutely. But I haven't had that feeling because I'm holding 2 coins that are just going to death. So I haven't had that feeling since, 2021, unfortunately. And everything just keeps going down, but it is what it is. Also, Vara, look at what happened with Vara. Dude, this is brutal. Luckily, I sold, but that's crazy. Like, Coinbase needs to get, audited, because every single coin they list is just going down. Look at even Keyboard Cat. Like, this is brutal. They list it here, and it's already down 50%. It's just brutal. Actually, it's going up a lot right now. So, Litecoin. How's Litecoin doing? Actually, we haven't looked at Litecoin in a while. Ouch. Litecoin. Yeah, wow. Yeah, we didn't even make an all-time high. Oh, wait, we did. We made an all-time high back here. I mean, Litecoin looks very good, though. How many days was this? Yeah, it took 1,232 bars. That's crazy. So where are we at right now with Litecoin? Yeah, we're at 1,400 bars. So we are now 200 days past. That's insane. What? Yeah, so this last one was 1,050. I mean, is it just getting more and more? So yeah, it's like 200. Actually, no, it would be until the peak. Yeah. Yeah, so this one took 1,300 days. This took 1,232, and then now we're at 1,400 days. Ouch. Yep, I got in on early runner, so I'm still in the green. Let's go. DOGECOIN will rebound, hopefully. Did you make that $100? I don't want to ask that. Or did you at least make profit? No, I'm not going to answer that question. I got greedy. I ended up selling, but I sold at a loss. How dumb am I? I'm so, like, I even called it too. I was like, I literally, I'm so disappointed. Like, it's crazy. It's like this is the kind of stuff I tell, you guys, and it's like, I don't even, I got greedy, so I totally understand. It's like, oh, I didn't sell. I totally get it. Like, because I didn't. Yeah, so, look, even Vara, like, you remember I was like, we're oversold. I'm in it for, 3% is not bad. It's not, especially because it's such a crappy coin. No volume, no liquidity. I could have got out with like $163 after fees, and then I didn't. And I guess we have to look at it on hourly, because, yeah, it was here. Yeah, it was here. So, yeah, I totally saw. I can't sell half. It has to be all or nothing. It's just I can't work like that. I can't work like that where I sell half. Yeah, so in my mind, I was like, oh, we're gonna come back to 208 to around 1 cent 10, but I just didn't want to hold it that long, and it got to a point where it was just too volatile. And look, this thing looks like death. Even though the RSI is in the red, and then we've been here before and we got a nice little bounce, at this point it's just too risky for me. I didn't want to do it. So I ended up selling at a small loss. I have it on my spreadsheet because I obviously keep it for my taxes, but yeah, I ended up selling it for a small loss. Yeah. Damn, man. I was all caps take profit last week when you took that Vara trade. Yeah, market is way too wonky, like catching a knife. No, I agree. There's nothing I can say right now. I'm like disappointed. It was like $200, but it was still $200. But I just got so greedy. I was like, oh, you know what? Like, it's gonna come back. It's just gonna do something like this. Where, cause like, what did I buy? 627. So like 627 back up here. That's 80% on 5 grand, that's almost like $4,000, you know, before it goes back down, obviously, because I was using this calculation, right? So I was using it from here to here, and I was like, hey, look, we came back up to the 236,382, and that itself was, you know, 65 to 133%. So why can't it do it this time, you know? And it didn't. It didn't. We actually made an all-time low. So, yeah. Bro, Vision got pissed at me today. What, did you see that? No, I didn't. What happened? I was watching the stream, but I was also working. So I think he got mad at me. He said he got disappointed at me for saying donate to Indian Kitchen. But I think it was just trolling. Like, I don't think it was serious. But then I said that, and I think, and then he thought it was serious. And then I was like, whoa. Well, if he thought it was serious and I said that, then I can understand why he thinks it came out of a place of malice. But I super chatted and I was just joking. So I hope, you know, I don't think he cares, but I didn't come from a bad, I was like, oh, like, sensitive subject, like, everyone's losing their money, like, I shouldn't joke around. So, but I didn't see him getting pissed at you. So I thought he said he was disappointed in me for saying that comment, which I get because he thought I was serious, and he thought that I thought that Indian Kitchen was serious when he came in the chat asking for $500 back. So I don't know, but it's not even a big deal, I don't think. What's up, Vince? How are you? Yeah, knowing Coinbase, they will delist Vara. Total shame on their part, dude. I agree with you, and it's so annoying that they're listing these coins and it's going to zero. Like, look at even GST, guys. Like, this is such a disappointment. Like, they listed GST and it's been doing nothing, and they rugged on their freaking, it just made an all-time low today. Like, they rugged this entire project on their retail. Look at ApeCoin. Like, I have a huge list. Look at OXT. I have a huge list of the coins that they've literally, like, listed, and it's done nothing but go to death. And to me, I just think I think that there needs to, like, I think there's something's not right. Like, it needs to be looked at. I think there's definitely some shady stuff going on, or, you know, like, as an exchange, yeah, you can manipulate prices, or they're just, like, looking for the fees, and they're not really, like, what changed? I remember back in the day, like, it was a golden ticket to get listed on Coinbase. I remember if any coin got a Coinbase listing, it was solid. Like, I remember Cosmos when it was listed on Coinbase back here, and it went to like $8. I remember this, and then it did very well. Like, you know, this coin did very well, and it's still, you know, at least it's not all the way down to before listing prices, because I think they listed at $4. But, you know, they listed big coins like Chainlink, for example. Chainlink is another good coin, and it's still, you know, and it's still up. And I think Chainlink was listed back here in 2019, 2020. But then you got coins like, you know, GST. Like, look at this, and then the other one, GMT. Dude, down 99%, and I remember seeing this at like $10. GMT. That's another one. Look at this. Another Coinbase coin. Another Coinbase coin. What else is there? Like, oh, I remember Jupiter. I don't know if you guys remember me talking about this coin, Jupiter. They listed Jupiter, and then they delisted it. Now, it's Media, right? Media is about to get delisted. Yeah, wow. Like, look at this coin. Just absolutely fell off the... Look at this. That's horrible. Another one was UP. So this one was Protocol. Yeah, I remember they listed this coin at like 8 cents. And it did nothing but go down. And they didn't even warn their investors. Like, it's just, oh, hey, by the way, we're delisting Protocol. There is no warning, even though they know way ahead of time. So now we're selling it before they sell their tokens, and we're taking a huge loss. So, Anyway, I mean, look at this. What an absolute, like, what an absolute crappy coin. Yeah, wow. I mean, this is like, at this point, this is just a Uniswap coin. Like, this is a gamble coin. What else is there? Like Barachain. I guarantee you this thing. Oh, another one is Lords. So do you guys remember when they listed Lords recently? Wow. Look at this. They listed it at $1, like at $1.50. I just don't know how they can get away with this. Like if I could audit this and then like find something, like if I audited them, and I would probably bet on actually finding some nefarious stuff and immoral stuff, and that's just what it is, you know. It's always like that until things get fixed, you know. It's just unfortunate, which is exactly why I want to hurry up and be done with OXT, because I have my coins on Coinbase. I have OXT on Coinbase, but it is still on Gemini. And I like Gemini. Gemini isn't. I don't think Gemini is bad. I think they're pretty solid. So the problem with Gemini is that they have very little liquidity. So that's the only problem with Gemini, is that if I were to sell OXT on there, I would have to probably push the price down like 5%, which is a lot of money. But anyway, let's look at the watch list coins. Bitcoin dominance, stubborn as always. Ethereum's hopefully bottoming. Bitcoin's getting stuck at the 236. Yeah, let's look at like 7-day losers. MOG is absolutely getting destroyed. Let's take a look at MOG. Oh, this is Matthew Dropco coin. I wonder if he's still here. Let's take a look at MOG for Matthew Dropco. As long as we're over the 382, it's still good. So we're creeping up on it right now. 603. If this breaks, I'd say the top is in, and you're just basically going to keep, just keep this downtrend going. However, if we've bottomed, then for MOG, and this is what I was hoping was going to happen with Vara, because again, most coins did that. I bought it at the perfect time, but the problem is I'm dumb and I bought Vara that has literally no volume. So if I had done any other coin like Shiba Inu, Litecoin, or whatever, you still got this bounce, right? So this was an 87% bounce. So, and look, if I draw my FIP here to here, you can see that's literally the 236. So if I had seen that, I would have been like, oh, we're getting stuck at the 236, I'm out. Even if it went higher, it wouldn't have mattered because it was still 80%. But yeah, so I made the wrong play. I'm not a trader. That's why I don't like trading. It's just too stressful. 606 to 6.088, and then once that breaks, you're looking at 5.015, which as of today is 300% pump. I hate with Gemini, you can't buy at certain amounts, but you can sell certain amounts. Like I can just buy 1 million ELON or whatever price, but I can sell 1 million. Where do you, like, what? I have Gemini and I live in California and I don't have that problem. Maybe it's the state that you're in. Do you think that it's the state that you're in? But that doesn't make any sense, because if I show you my Gemini, if I pull it up, which maybe I'll just have it up next stream, I'll show you that it lets me sell everything at once. But also you got to go into advance. So you have to go into advance and then just put your limit buy or limit sell a little bit lower. So if you're trying to sell, just change you got to look at the order book, and then you got to sell into someone's buy. Okay, same with the buy. You got to see where the order book is, and then put in your buy order at that point. So you just went to Dairy Queen. Nice, treating yourself out today with this market dip. I've been buying the dip on MOG. You've been buying Dairy Queen too. Dairy Queen and buying the dip on MOG go hand in hand. How's the market doing? 83. We're getting some sort of nice bounce. That's not bad, but altcoins still aren't moving. Bitcoin dominance. It looks like it's literally just keeps going up. Weird. Yeah, I don't know. Are you fully verified? Did you get fully verified with Gemini? Because maybe you're not fully verified. Huh. Weird. Let's see. What are some trendy coins? Oh, PiCoin. Does anybody live outside the US where I can send them my PiCoin and they can sell it? Like, imagine if I actually did that. But so my wife and I, we actually mined this coin back in the day, and of course it gets listed at like $1.50, $2, whatever, and it's not available in the USA. So even if you go on OKX, it's still not available in the US. Even Gate.io, because I had my friend and asked him, hey, I'll give you a commission if you sell my PiCoin, because we have like 2,000 PiCoin. So it was like $3,500 at that point. I was like, hey, I'll give you like 10%. Can you sell it? And he had these other exchanges, but even he couldn't sell because it gives him a disclaimer like PiCoin is not available in the United States. So I was like, all right, whatever. And it's crazy. Now it's 56 cents. So just like that, our $3,500 is now like $1,200, right? 2,000? Yeah, it's a third less. So it's like $1,200. That's insane. When I go to sell, it will let me sell exact amounts. Are you using advanced trading though? So when you go into your Gemini, are you using advanced, or are you just market buying? Because you have to limit buy. I'll do it next stream. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Don't forget debt relief bot and Bitcoin on base. Debt relief bot. What is this? Is this the right coin? Oh, I have a graph. I'm assuming this is the right coin. Yeah, so yeah, nothing has actually happened. Wait, has it? Hold on. Oh, made a lower low. Yeah, because we had it here. Or do we have it here? Yeah, I have to redraw this because I have no idea. Yeah, so I guess taking a look at debt relief bot, on the shorter time frame, we have support here at 4074, which this line was drawn before. And if that doesn't hold, then we're probably going to come back down to this low. And what we don't want to see is break below 405. Otherwise, we're going to be making lower lows, and we're going to be validating this downtrend. Now, shorter time frame, we have resistance here at 301 to 3013. Once that breaks, it should send us back up to the 618 at 3018. So 13, 3 zeros, 18. And then previous high up to 3078. I mean, this is a gamble play. You probably already know that. But again, we're just forming a downtrend right now. So even if we come back up to these levels, we can still get rejected, making a lower high. So like if you had asked me even before, we would have said the same thing where we had resistance here. It came up, tagged it, got smacked back down and made a lower low. So the same thing is validated here. I mean, if it does go and have a monster run, you are looking at higher high, 722%, which, what is that? 63 million market cap. So it could go another 10x from there. So it just depends on if this is the coin and if that's going to happen for this. But that's pretty much it for debt relief, not financial advice, just my opinion. Should be it's a base token. Yeah, it looks like it's base. And then you said Bitcoin on base. Oh, this one. Yeah, so we actually broke the previous low, and then we actually tagged it as resistance. So with this, I gotta remove everything and redo it. So yeah, on the macro time frame, nothing's bullish until we break 39 cents, bearish under 27 cents. And I mean, that's really it. I mean, is it holding? Yeah, see, it's not holding the 382. So we have to get back over 17, otherwise we're probably going to get a really big capitulation down. So that's pretty much it for Bitcoin on base, and good luck with that. I mean, this is a gamble play. But what is this coin? Oh, well, actually, I'm not going to do that. What is it? BTCB. Oh, wow, it actually has a trading view button. That's cool. So this is on Uniswap. Huh. Doesn't have like a... Yeah, good luck with this coin. You're welcome. You're welcome, yeah. Oh, you see? Yeah, that one's eating back there. I don't know if you guys can see it, though. Maybe you can. Maybe I should make my screen bigger, or not. Oh, she just ate, so she's got to use the bathroom now. That's funny. Very slow day, though. I mean, I think the most viewers we got at one point was 14. So usually it's 20 to 30, but it's been dying down. And yeah, I mean, everything's going to go down in April because our coins are going down. Our coins are basically going to zero. So Ski Trump on base network. Oh, getting some coin requests. Some people are still gambling. Ski Trump. Okay, like full on gamble. Oh my gosh. Yeah, good luck, man. $51 volume in the last 24 hours. 16,000 market cap. Very gamble. Yeah, I mean, if this thing flies, you're looking at, yeah, like a 59,000%, so 5,000x. And a 5,000x is going to put the market cap, what? So 10 would be 160, 100 would be 1.6, 1,000 would be 16, times 5 would be like 80 million market cap. So yeah, good luck with this coin. But if it doesn't hold this bottom, then we're gonna go to the abyss, go to zero. Can you make coins? I assume that's just his own coin. Yeah, that's a good point. I wonder, like, you can make coins on Base. Hey, so Coinbase and Base are two different things, right? So people say Base, but Base and Coinbase are completely different, right? I just want to make sure. I need Degen, Mochi, and Ondo. What's up, DZ? I just did Mochi last night for you, but I'll go ahead and look at it again because we got some sort of nice bounce. So let's see Mochi. Yeah, so for Mochi, it's still actually, hold on. Yeah, let's redraw everything. Okay. So for Mochi, I mean, it looks like it's just consolidating. Yeah, so we have support here. So this is still valid support here at 401.037. So you can see we actually wicked under it, but we did close over it. Now, on the way up, we have resistance here at 14. Yeah, 14 to 19. And then once that breaks, you're looking at 403. And then from there, all-time highs 302. So again, obviously it's kind of a gamble play. It's 10 million market cap. Liquidity is not locked, so just be careful with that. What that means is that, again, the liquidity can get pulled. But once we break these areas of resistance, again, 303, price discovery should be in play. From the current price, it is around a 17x, so you're looking at 170 million market cap. That's pretty much it. Base is an ecosystem like Sol and ETH. That's good to know. I gotta look in. No, actually, I'm not gonna look into that. I don't even use Uniswap, so I'm good. I'm not gonna ever do that. I'm done with crypto. I think that honestly, I just need to wait until Bitcoin comes down to. Yeah, I want to say my buying price for Bitcoin is gonna be, and I know like this is gonna be like 4 years, 3 years later, but whoever is actually gonna stick with me throughout like these next 3-4 years. My buy price, and you guys are calling me crazy right now, but my buy price for Bitcoin is going to be between 23 and 32,000. I'm literally, this is where I'm buying. And this is the only coin I'm going to buy. So I'm literally only, and I know a lot of you guys feel that, like, can understand where I'm coming from when I'm only no more gambling in OXT or DOGECOIN Mars. Bitcoin is still going to be the only one. It's going to be 23,000 to 33,000, and that's it. That's going to be my coin. That's what I'm going to hold. And at that point, I will be accumulating until it breaks. Because at that point, let's just say it bottoms at 23,000. I will be accumulating until 34, 33, 34. So as long as it stays within, if it goes lower, then I'll be buying more, right? So when this comes down, if it does that, then I'll be accumulating. If it goes up, I'm gonna stop. Same with if it goes lower. I'm not saying it's gonna come lower, but yeah, that's my game plan. So I did Mochi, and then the other coin was Degen. Let's see. I don't know if Degen has that many holders. Yeah, Degen has 1 million holders. Degen literally has 1 million holders. That's crazy. Yeah, let's take a look at Degen. Crypto Undead in the house. What's up? I saw you went live earlier. I was in your stream. I just didn't. I just wasn't able to type because I was still working. And then 5 o'clock came around and I saw you're still live, and I was like, ooh, I got to do my live stream. But welcome to the end of the live stream. Unfortunately, I don't really live stream more than an hour. Sometimes I do an hour and 30 minutes. But yeah, welcome to the live stream, and I appreciate that. Everyone hit the like and subscribe. Yay, trying to get to 7,000 now. I just broke 6,000 subscribers. So, yeah, so I'm pretty stoked about that. So, 7,000 is next. Earlier this year, last year I started in January, and I ended the year at 3,800, and then this year my goal was to end at 10,000. So I think it's a very doable target, and then next year would be like 15,000 and so on. So, but you know, you know how it works because when Bitcoin goes up, I was getting like 1,000 subscribers every you know, the YouTube analytics the last 28 days. The highest mine ever was like last month, and it was like 1,100, so plus 1,100 subscribers. And then now I'm looking and it's like 328. I'm like, ouch, like that's pretty bad. Views dropped from like, I think it peaked at like 120,000 for the last 28 days, and it's at 69,000 now. So I'm like, dang, I'm getting absolutely wrecked. Yeah, let's take a look at DGen, and then let's look at the chat. So just kind of went off. DGen USD. Yeah, DGen's a good one. It didn't quite come back down here to this previous peak, so it didn't necessarily yeah, go down that low. The problem is, like, again, it's kind of hard to exactly pinpoint a bottom, because at this point it doesn't necessarily have to come back down to this area, but we do have support here at 2,018 to 2,021. So again, just keep in mind that is the next area of support. Now, when we go back up, we do have resistance here on the shorter time frame at 2,046 to 2,068. So theoretically, again, we can come back up to this level, get rejected, and still make a lower low. So lower high, lower low. Same goes for the 618. So once that breaks, again, it should send us back up to retest 618. And then once we have a breakout, then we have breakout confirmation. And then I could start looking at it on the macro time frame and say, yeah, so this area is next, 32, previous high, and then from there, degen up to 56 cents. And that's pretty much it. Not financial advice, just my opinion. Let's read the chat. Speaking of OXT, will you sell? Yes. If yes, I am gonna sell. Coinbase made base chain, which is funny because of Satoshi, the scammer, made cut and paste Polygon, actually made Shibarium chain to try to beat a cheap trade chain. But not only did base come out, but Ethereum got cheaper too. Shibarium has yet to become what he touted to be. Damn, that sucks. Rip to the Shiba Inu people. Shiba Inu army. I'm done with crypto. LOL, yes and no. We've never leave. Perma Shadow Realm, man. Yeah, I mean, but the thing is that next cycle I'm only buying Bitcoin. So media, if you got time, yeah, I'll take a look at media for you. Good luck if you're holding it. There, it's getting delisted on Coinbase. Yeah, DGen will fly. Crypto Undead. Dude, you're here too. What's up, Undead? Now here. Sorry for the absence. Did you? Yeah, I did PYR and ASM, and I made a video on him because I said if you could rewind the video, but I also said, you know, I asked for you and you weren't here, so I was like, I'm just gonna make the videos and record it for you, and then I'll post it. But I did do both videos for you. But if you have time at the end, I could take a look at them again for you, so no worries. Crypto Undead, and Crypto Meosis. I love when I see you two YouTubers support each other. Heck yeah, man, absolutely. And I really I like his channel. So I actually, again, I like his channel. I like Vision's channel, and then TCU I just throw it up, and then I just leave it in the background. So I like how you chart. You chart very similarly, and very similarly to like what I do. So I like seeing that. It's nice to see like similar, you know, bounce points and, you know, just targets. When we go vertical, you will have well over 10 to 15K. I hope, yeah, exactly. That's what I'm hoping. So, and yeah, I'm gonna be here when we go vertical, and I still do this every week, but I go on the trending coins and I make these videos. And then I have my watch list member coins, obviously, but the trending coins is those coins like get good views. And by good views, I mean like 400 or 500 views. It's not even that many, but it's still, it does bring in more subscribers. So I'm pretty stoked about that. Let's see. Why not invest in Bitcoin on Base? Because I don't have Base. I don't use Base. Edge, please. Vina wants Edge. Oh, wow. Sub TZ, as Joe says, sending good vibes. Yes, absolutely. Good vibes all around. And your channel has very good vibes. So that's why I'm there and I watch it. Also, Shibarium was supposed to burn trillions of SHIB per year. Yeah, I remember that because I was in it back in 2021. They lied. Satoshi had nothing to do with SHIB. It's a renounced token and just basically moves on the market. He just used the SHIB name to scam people to buy NFT and lands in Metaverse, but made people use Ethereum, not SHIB, to buy. Then he made Bone and Leash. Yeah, I remember that. But I was way gone after that point. But it's funny because I was like, man, this coin is just going to keep going up. But it actually didn't. It had a nice move up, though, like last April. But so did every single coin. We'll see what happens with it. What the hell is... what the heck? I mean, is this a new coin? This coin just came out... No, this coin came out in 2018. 86 cents. Let me try to find this coin for you. Yeah, I can't find this. Maybe here. There we go. I guess it's on Wrapped ETH. Okay. Yeah, so I don't really have the data back here. But... I mean, technically, do I have 7 cents? Where is that? Yeah, so I guess it's probably from the move anyway. I can't really do it on the macro time frame. But it had a monster move anyway. So I guess, I mean, this just looks like consolidation, which is both bullish and bearish. I'd say as long as it stays over 72 cents, it's very bullish. And then if it breaks below 47 cents, then we're basically going back down. And that would be the top. Now, on the targets on the way up, 224 is in play right now. Again, you are consolidating, making higher highs and higher lows. So it literally looks like you're just compressing, and then 224 would be in play. Keep in mind that is around a 155% pump, which is going to put the market cap around $70 million. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll go all in on Bitcoin on Base. Good luck to you. I hope you make it. If you do, don't forget about us small YouTubers. Imagine if Bitcoin on Base ends up going to like 60,000. That just got you super excited, didn't it? That would be pretty crazy. Can we do TA on Shapeshift Fox? Yeah. Let me know if I missed any coins, because the chat started coming in. So yeah, Shapeshift Fox is just like, I remember I was getting so many views on my Fox videos back here, and now it's absolutely dead. And actually, Shapeshift is still on my watch list, and I still make weekly updates on it. So yeah, unfortunately with Shapeshift Fox, we don't have any more support. We actually broke the 2 cents 80. So right now it's like catching a falling knife. We don't know how low it's going to go, but we do know that this previous low is the next area of support, which is 1 cent 77. Is it going to come down and double bottom and then have its monster run? It might be possible. There are plenty of coins that have done that in the past. But just keep in mind, if we do come back down this low, we might break the low and make a lower low. And we'll be validating this downtrend. This giant, nasty downtrend. So, yeah, unfortunately, nothing is bullish with Shapeshift Fox until we break the 382 at 8 cent 60, which we actually did attempt to break out twice and got rejected both times. Both times sent us back down to the 236 in bearish territory. Now, bearish under 4 cent 60, and then that's pretty much it. On the short term, don't get overly bullish if we have some sort of recovery rally. It needs to break 3 cents 30 to 4 cents 20. We can still come back up here and then get rejected and come back down. So that's pretty much it for Shapeshift Fox. Not financial advice, just my opinion. Let's see. Spell token. Yeah, that's not bullish at all. Yeah, same with Spell token. So this is another coin that actually came up to the 382 and got rejected 2 times. So, yeah. So, taking a look at Shapeshift Fox. Yeah, nothing's bullish until we break 3 zeros 96. And then bearish, sorry, nothing's bullish until we break 2 zeros 18. And then bearish as long as we're under 3 zeros 96. You can see we came up and tagged the 382 twice, got rejected, and now we're just bearish. So we can theoretically break the low and make a lower low. And then in terms of support, I guess technically you still have support here at 3 zeros 47. But if that doesn't hold, then same thing. Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah, 3 zeros 5. You have support here at 3 zeros 5, and then same thing goes for this coin, just like Shapeshift Fox. The problem with Shapeshift Fox was that you were already down here, so you don't know how it's going to go. But at least with Spell token, you know that we have support at 3 zeros 5, and then if that doesn't hold, then the previous low. And that's pretty much it for for Spell token. Now, financial advice, just my opinion. Bitcoin dominance is still going up. Ethereum's still at 1800, and Bitcoin is not doing anything. So now, with that being said, I'll take a couple more coin requests, and then I think I'm going to call it a live. We've been live for about an hour and 10 minutes, so I'm hitting my mark now. Went a little bit over. What's up, Shadow Frost? How are you doing? Welcome to the end of the live stream. Bonk and Pepe. So far, we'll do a couple more coin requests. Shadow Frost, let me know if you need me to look at any of your coins. We already looked at Zebek, but I'll take a look at Zebek again. And then we'll take a look at Pepe and then call it. What's going on here? Taking a look at Zebek Network. Yeah, so nothing has happened from our last video actually with Zebek. You can see we are still sitting on the 786 support at 3 zeros 88. Once this breaks, I'd say we're going back down to the lows. And then just keep in mind we do have resistance at 2 zeros 1 to 2 zeros 12. Once that breaks, it should send us to retest 2 zeros 15. But again, it is macro bearish right now, and our next area supports 3 zeros 88 for Zebek. You think GST will go up now that it's breaking down? Hey, if you want to gamble, we'll do it right now together. No, dude, see, the problem is that like, this coin could get delisted at any moment. But look at the RSI TCU. Look at this. So this is what I always love showing is the let me see. Oh my god. Why is this doing that? Hold on. Okay. Look at the RSI, okay? So, looking at the RSI, in a bull market, every single time we've been oversold, so oversold, 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 we've marked some sort of bottom, right? So we did just make an all-time low, and this coin is diluted to you know, freaking across the world. So do I think it's going to come back up? Well, I think that it is a gamble. I think that if you're gambling on this coin, you just better hope that it doesn't it doesn't get delisted. But the problem is that, again, with this, like, look at this chart, man. Like, I can't really put money in here because I feel like Coinbase is gonna literally delist this coin at any point. Also, given that it's only a, you know, the volume's barely there. It is a gamble because, again, even if you get a nice little move up like we did here, but that came back up to the 382, right? And that itself was, you know, 178%. So given the same tools, if we bought him here, which we did here too, and then we had this nice reversal, then you're looking at, let's just say 236382 at 1 cent to 1 cent 20. So you're looking potentially, if, you know, putting in $1,000 right now, you can get $1,400 to $1,700 back. So it is a gamble. But that's also a short trade. If you're actually buying to hold this long term, then that would be insane. That would be quite a gamble play. But the thing is that with GST last time, it actually did come back up and hit the 382. And whoever bought down here literally did it, like, got a 13x. So so it is a gamble. Again, if you're gonna hold past the this area of resistance, then you know, you have a shot at making a lot of money. But would I do it? I don't know. It's super scary for me to put any money in a coin for a chart that looks like this. Another one is Vara, man. I tried doing that with Vara and it just keeps going down. There's no floor for Vara. Now, with that being said, I think that's pretty much it. I think I'm going to call it a live stream. Just remember, none of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion. This is all just for entertainment purposes. Thank you so much to all the subscribers, all the members, all the super chats, and thank you so much for coming by tonight. We will go live again on Saturday morning, where we will be looking at the watch list videos, and then also making video updates on these and then posting them afterwards. So with that being said, again, have a great night, and I'll catch you guys in the next live stream.